Hi everyone. So right now I'm going to show you how to do the initial setup for packet tracer assignment. Not a lot because there's another video after this where the actual setup and configuration of these IP addresses are all mentioned. So let's start. The first thing you want to do is get your home router, which is in the wireless device as you can see here below. So drag and drop the home router. Once you've dragged and dropped the home router, the next thing that you want to do, you can close that. The next thing that you want to do is get your end devices and drag your drag your PCs. So 4 of these. Let me close this actually. So drag your PCs. We need 4 PCs, one home router and one laptop. And then besides this, there's also within network devices, there are also switches. So go to switch, first click on network devices here, click on switches. Take these two switches, 2960 switches, I mean 2 copies of these switches. So you will have switch 0 and switch 1. And now what you need to do is open the laptop settings. The first thing that you want to do here is, you can see the green here. Let's try to zoom in. Click on zoom in. You can see green here. That means that the laptop is turned on. Now you have to turn it off. So once you turn it off by clicking on the power button, now what you should do is you should take this fast Ethernet cable slot, because remember we are trying to make a wireless connection, so we don't need fast Ethernet cables at all. So you take this slot, drag and drop it over here. So now this slot is empty now, and because this is now empty, you can put in the wireless connector slot, which is WPC3000N. So drag and drop this here. So this basically indicates that your connection is a wireless connection, and after you've done that, after you've done that, you have to power on the device again. So turn it back on. Once you've turned it back on, you can click on the configuration and set up the configurations here. Actually, once you turn the device back on, now you'll be able to see this connection that everybody was asking how to do. So you can see this connection now. And now to basically configure all of this, you can go to the next video that we have uploaded where Lakshmi explains how you can connect all these. But in general, we will use the copper crossover to connect these devices. And remember to select gigabit Ethernet, and also for every connection select a different number. So I selected one here and connected this here, gigabit Ethernet 01, and then again I'll try to add another copper crossover here. Left click, gigabit Ethernet 2, add a connection like this. And then for connecting the PCs to the switches, you connect them like this, fast Ethernet 0, one connection. Remember to choose different numbers all the time. So fast Ethernet 0, 02, that means a different port within the switch, because every port within the switch will serve a different PC. So you have to make sure that you connect these PCs to different ports and connect them like this, port 1, and then in this case like this to port 2. So once you have all of these connections made, the color here, the orange circle, just indicates that the connection is being established. So it'll turn green in a few seconds. There's nothing to worry about that. Now in our situation or in our question, you can see that let me just see. In this question, you can see that the wireless router has some IP address, and there's a gateway address mentioned um, in every other device's IP configurations, and also see that this gateway address is same as the IP address of the router itself. That means that this wireless router is acting as a gateway for our network. So everything that is connected to the wireless router on our end is part of the same network. And because it's part of the same network, we'll have a certain number of bits that are same for all of these devices. So a certain number of bits that you can see here are same for all of these devices. So that is asked also in the question, so you can see all that. And remember to write the type of cable that was used. So we use copper crossover here, and we use the copper straight through cables here. And once you've done all this, now you have to configure the laptop. So for that, you can see Lakshmi's video.